As I went walking that ribbon of highway, I saw above me that endless skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters, this land was made for you and me. I roamed and I rambled and I followed my footsteps through the sparkling sands of her diamond deserts, while all around me a voice was sounding. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters, this land was made for you and me. The sun came shining and I was strolling, and the wheat fields waving and the dust clouds rolling, and the fog was lifting and the voice was chanting. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters, this land was made for you and me.
I'm scraping cedar to get this stuff. Cedar bark. To get this stuff for tinder for them. And then I'm gonna rip this stuff up and make a nest like for what Adam for
the coal they get.
It was made approximately, I'd say 2002 or so. They started.
I think so, yeah, about then.
So it's pretty old. It's in pretty rough shape, but you'll see it's all covered in a waterproof birch bark and with some weighted down rotting sticks
And mud.
and mud. Yes, but its overall structure is still quite sound.
For being made so much longer ago.
Yeah, they're meant to be biodegradable.
This is single wrap cordage that is made out of jute, which is from the jungle in like Peru. So, and then you can double wrap it.
How do you make it?
You fold it in half, and then you twist it and bring it underneath the other piece, and you just keep doing that until you have this long, sort of like braided piece of string.
So, Adam, is it possible to make a fire with sticks?
We made it with sticks right here. Got these sticks in the woods from a cedar tree. This is the most ancient first technologies that of humans.
This is the bow drill fire, where you take a bow, it's not a real bow, it's just a stick with the string on it. Couldn't ever shoot an arrow, but then you have a little piece of wood, and you put that in the bow. You kind of
What's the piece of wood called?
It up. Spindle. Not the drill. And then you have another piece of wood on top of that that'll hold it, and you have a piece of wood below it, and then you take the bow and you go like a saw, like this, and it spins the spindle back and forth, and it makes a little dust and a coal in the piece of wood on the bottom, and you put pitch on the top so it won't catch fire and it's easier and stuff. And then once you have your coal, you put it in this tinder bundle, which is made out of cedar and birch and I think that's jute and a whole bunch of other stuff. Actually, not a whole bunch of other stuff, just that same stuff. Just cedar, birch, and jute. And then you have that and you blow on it and it catches fire and then you can make a fire out of that.
Yeah, that's what they do with archery. He takes pictures and then you look at it. Good. Go a little faster with the bow.
There you go. You're doing well.
All the way.
I think you got a hole out of him.
No. I just wouldn't stop.
That thing's so hot.
You want to make that into a fire or just put it out?
Should I make it into a fire for the video?
Yeah. Yeah, but then what about a tinder?
I'll put it right up.
Yeah, you put it in there. Ooh, can I do the blowing at him? No, just let Adam do it.
This kit was being a little funny. Maybe because you got pitch in here, I think.
No, I have 3 in a row. Tom, look, like the first one was the way up.
Hold it one more time really hard.
Gosh, look at all that smoke.
That should do it, but it's not.
Get another coal.
We got a new hole anyway. You have to make a new hole for them. That's too deep. And then you want to make it an eighth out of the pie.
Okay. So the Eagle badge is the badge that you get after the Osprey. The Osprey was kind of hard. I've already got that one. But this one's the Eagle. And after that, you have to do kind of the same stuff, but a lot harder. Like, before you had to make a one-match fire. Now, you have to make a bow drill fire, as we showed before. And you have to do a whole bunch of things, like all this signs, like you have to map. You have to make a map of a shelter that you have to build. You have to make your shelter waterproof, and you have to sleep in it.
All night.
Yes, all night. And let's see, there's the bow drill fire, and you have to make a map around your shelter, and you have to have all kinds of utensils, like spoons, bowls, and you have to cook with those. And you have to, with your map, you have to map plants and animal trails around your shelter. And there's the wooden stuff that you have to cook with that. You make like birch bark baskets or whatever. And then you have to have advanced respect for nature and advanced respect for people or community.
And for the Osprey, that is, you don't do stuff for those, but for the Eagle you have to make an effort to do something.
And on this one, it's just kind of the show badge. These are just kind of sewn onto this, but for the real one, you'll have, each one of these will be a little circle that you'll get once you complete the thing, and that'll be sewn on.
Oh yeah. This is the one for cordage and knots.
So this will go be like
here, right?
Right there, yeah.
Right there. It'll sew on, and once you have every single one, then you get the big eagle sewn right onto the front.